Welcome back to Showcase Pittsburgh on KDKA-TV. I'm John Klein. Right now, let's welcome Dr. Michael Vactor. He's going to help you eat right and lose some fat. Welcome back to the show, Doc.
John, thank you so much for having me here, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too. I'm assuming that New Year's, as we're rolling it, now we're 3 or 4 weeks past New Year's. We all had a New Year's resolution to get in shape, to lose some weight, and you can help us with that. But before we get into that, start at the beginning. Tell us a little bit about yourself in case somebody's watching for the first time.
Well, John, my background, my training and clinical expertise is in functional medicine, nutrition, chiropractic and rehabilitation, and weight loss. My primary focus right now is really helping those people that have tried program after program. Maybe they've lost a little weight only to gain it back. And my passion right now is showing them a system that literally not only allows them to take weight off at a very rapid rate in a safe manner, but teaching them how to keep it off. Because, John, so many people out there are frustrated. They've tried program after program, and they need something different, and they need a new approach. And that's where we come in.
I'm guessing a lot of people over the holidays, they counted down to New Year's. It was a resolution, and they tried it and it lasted a day or two. But you have the answer. What are the advantages to using your program, Dr. Vactor?
John, there are so many advantages out there. First and foremost, we utilize no drugs. We utilize no stimulants, no artificial hormones. We're putting real whole food nutrition in the body. We use high-end nutraceuticals, and we don't ask you to exercise. So the end result that people like, John, is they get on the scale each and every day. They see weight coming off. So that's motivation right there. We use a very heavy, non-stimulant appetite suppressant, so you're not hungry all the time. So we use amino acids to collapse cravings. So once you see the weight coming off, you're not starving, and you're putting good whole food nutrition into your body, you're able to go forward. And best of all, John, we teach you how to keep the weight off, and that's probably the most important thing.
Is that one of the key things? Is that one of the big pitfalls where we've all, lost a couple of pounds here and there, and then all of a sudden, sometimes you even gain back more? Is that the biggest challenge?
Well, we see so often on other programs, John, that not only people struggle to lose weight, but usually with the weight they gain over time, not only do they gain it back, or the weight they lose, I should say, but they gain more back. With us, we want to keep you within a range. We want to teach you lifestyle tools, so not only will the weight come off, but you'll be able to keep it off.
And this is something that doesn't just last a week or a month. This is something that if you maintain, it's going to last a lifetime.
That's correct. If you're a thinner individual, we want to keep you within a 3 to 5 pound range. If you're a moderate sized individual, 5 to 7 pounds. And if you're a little bit heavier, a 7 to 10 pound range. So you have some leadway, but you're able to keep that weight off and you're able to enjoy life. And that's what we teach you on our program.
Doctor, is this something that it takes a long time before you start seeing results? Or is it pretty quick?
Well, I'll tell you, that's a great question. On our program, unlike other programs out there, you're going to see immediate results. You're going to step on the scale, and literally, John, 80% of the days when you get on the scale, you're going to see the scale going down. A matter of fact, on my program, if you go into your 3rd day and you haven't lost weight, we make a change. We make a course correction immediately. So people tell me all the time, when I get on the scale and I see it moving, I'm not hungry all the time, and I'm putting good whole food nutrition into my body, I'm able to go forward with a program.
Doctor, is this something for young people, old people, men, women, any weight size? Is there a stereotypical person who comes to you for your help?
Well, first and foremost, you have to have a desire. I always say this, you have to have a desire to lose weight, which is probably true of 80 to 90% of the population. The second step is you have to realize what you're doing is not working and you need some help. And that's where we come in, and you have to be willing to follow a program. Every once in a while, John, I have somebody that comes in and says, I don't want to change anything I eat, I don't want to change anything that I drink, and I don't want to take any supplementation. Well, obviously they're not a good fit. But we have patients as young as 12 or 13, all the way up into their late 80s. So basically anybody that has a desire. It could be 5 or 10 pounds you need to lose, maybe just a little bit of belly fat, all the way up to people considering bariatric surgery. They're saying, you know what, if I don't get this weight off, it could be life or death.
And this is something that can change their life, especially if you have a child who's struggling. They're looking at a lifetime of struggles, and if you can help them early in life, you've literally maybe even saved their life or at least changed their life.
That is absolutely correct. We know with weight loss right now, so many things change. There's so many health benefits, there's so many advantages to it, from self-esteem to physical benefits. And that's the thing, John. The reason I'm so passionate is I see lives being changed every single day. I see diabetics, patients with thyroid issues, patients with energy issues, arthritic issues coming in and saying, you know what, Dr. Vactor, I got the weight off on your program and my life was forever changed.
Let's meet Susan. You always have a great story about somebody who's come in and you've really helped them out. Tell us about Susan. She lost a lot of weight.
Well, I'll tell you, Susan's one of thousands. us on television, said, you know what, I'm going to take a look at this. She's tried a lot of programs like most people. This wasn't her first rodeo. And she came in and she sat down with me and she did a consultation. We did a body mass index with her. We looked at her weight. We looked at her goal. And we mapped out a strategy for her to take weight off. And literally, John, within 2 cycles, 2 40-day cycles, we were able to get off 50 pounds of weight. I mean, when you look at her face on the picture. It's amazing when you see this right now, you know, how much better she looks. You know, one of my assistants made a comment and said she looks 20 years younger. She's getting a tremendous amount of compliments. She feels really good about herself. And John, the best part about this right now is she was able to keep the weight off now for the whole entire year. That's the most important thing.
And it's cool. You said 80 days, 2 40-day cycles, so that's under 3 months to look that great?
2 40-day cycles, John.
Nice.
That's one of the advantages of our program.
Nice. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and meet somebody else who lost even more weight. But before we do that, you have a special for everybody watching today.
We do. You know, if you're watching right now and you're saying to yourself, you know what, my life could be forever changed if I finally could get that weight off. You know, folks, I don't care where you've been or what you've done. Give me an opportunity to help you. You know, if you're one of the first 25 callers to call the number you're going to see on the screen, you're going to be eligible for a free, no obligation in-office review. What that means is I'm going to invite you in, and I'm going to sit down with you, and I'm going to show you the strategy that I've used with thousands of individuals to take a tremendous amount of weight off in a very safe manner in a very short amount of time at the lowest available cost. But again, you have to call now. If I can help you, I'm going to tell you that. And if I feel it's not a good fit, I'm certainly going to tell you that too. So I would love the opportunity to help you because I truly believe that I can change your life.
All right, let's take a break. We're going to play a couple of commercials. We met Susan, who lost 50 pounds. When we come back, we're going to meet Bob, who lost even more than that. So stick around. If you'd like to know more about Dr. Vactor's Ultimate Fat Loss and Food Management Program, call him 855-828-THIN or log on to drvactor.com. Coming up next, more with the doctor, and we're going to meet Bob, who lost a lot of weight. That's on the way when Showcase Pittsburgh continues.